Fortnite is a battle royale game, so obviously we get a lot of guns. And because Fortnite has a substantial amount of updates compared to any other game, it's safe to say that there are quite a lot of guns in the game. Now, obviously, with so many guns in the game, not every single one is going to be a hard hitter. Some guns just aren't going to be as good as others, and that's just a fact that you can't really change. But that doesn't excuse terrible weapons. And so, I wanted to hop on and talk about this thing, this monstrosity of a weapon, the Frenzy Auto Shotgun. Words cannot describe how much I hate this shotgun. I want to give a little bit of background before I go into this video. Before this thing was added to the game, my least favorite gun in the whole game was the drum shotgun. Not because it was a bad shotgun, no, not by any means, but quite the opposite. It was way too broken. This shotgun shot really fast and did 60 damage to the body at Legendary. Keep this in mind. This shotgun was incredibly common on the map, making it super easy for people to find it and pick it up. It did, however, have two debuffs. One, you had to press every single time you shot it, and two, it had a pretty long reload time. So if you were caught reloading this thing, you were basically cooked. But that still doesn't matter when you can still spray people with it and easily get a win just by picking up the shotgun. Now, when Chapter 5 Season 1 launched, I was excited to hop into the new map. OG just ended, Epic Games learned that the players like simple, less overpowered items in the loot pool, so maybe they'll make a change. But then, they added a bunch of cool guns. Nemesis AR, Striker AR, Thunderburst SMG, the Hammer Pump Shotgun, and this thing. The second I started playing with this thing, I knew it was broken. It does shoot slower than the drum shotgun, but that doesn't really matter when you can still obliterate the lobby because you can have up to 15 bullets in one mag, and this thing does 60 damage at common. Not to mention the weapon mods that you could put on this thing, which makes it just absolutely broken. The fact that this shotgun is so common and does so much damage at the lowest possible rarity makes this shotgun way more broken than the drum shotgun. This thing already sounds broken, but I didn't even mention the fact that it's automatic. This thing shoots so unbelievably fast, it's almost unfair to the other players who can't find this shotgun. What do I mean almost unfair? It's completely unfair. One of the best things about Fortnite is there isn't really a particular meta that you have to follow. But with this thing in the loot pool, you basically have to pick it up if you want to win a game. How are you going to make the spray shotgun hit harder than the hard-hitting shotgun? Now you might be saying to yourself, wow, this sounds insanely broken. How could Epic Games possibly make it so that way not as many people will pick it up? Did they nerf the Frenzy Auto? No, silly, they nerfed the Hammer Pump, the underpowered shotgun in the loot pool. Who at Epic Games thought it would be a good idea, just like saw it and said, you know what, this shotgun is a little bit broken. What if we nerfed the shotgun that isn't completely broken? Who at Epic Games thought that that was a good idea? Whoever you are, you deserve to be fired. Now, I would probably not have as big as a problem with this shotgun if it wasn't for the fact that they didn't nerf it at all during the season. Not one single Epic Games employee saw the outcry on Twitter and said, you know what, maybe we should nerf this thing. But to be fair, there's like always an outcry on Twitter whenever a new season drops, so they probably didn't think a thing about it, but still. Oh, and I forgot to mention one thing. There's a mythic of this thing! A mythic! Who thought it would be a good idea to add a mythic of the most overpowered gun in the loot pool? You could have made a mythic Thunderburst SMG, that would be somewhat okay. Sure, the Thunderburst SMG was a little bit broken, but at least they nerfed it throughout the season. They did not nerf this shotgun once. They didn't even nerf the mythic once. On top of that, Lavish Lair, which I thought was actually a really good POI, got ruined because this was the place you went to go get the Mythic! Every single person landed here during this season. It was insane. And on top of that, you didn't just get the Mythic, you also got a medallion that made it basically impossible for you to die. Not only that, but the boss is super easy to fight. Remember back in Chapter 2, Season 2, where the bosses were actually hard to fight, where it felt rewarding when you got their mythics? Not in this season. You can spray them with either your AR or your Thunderburst SMG or your Frenzy Auto Shotgun, and you have the mythic and infinite shield. It's impossible for you to die. Oh, but it reveals your spot on the map. People are gonna figure out where you are on the map. No one is going to go to that spot on the map. If anything, they're gonna run away from you because they know you have the mythic. Screw you, Tony the Tiger. And remember how I said I thought Lavish Lair was actually a good POI? I thought it was. It was a nice big mansion that you and your squad could land at so that way you could loot up. But since freaking Buff Tigger was there, literally everyone landed there. And it was basically impossible for you to just land there and loot up. You basically had to fight for the boss if you wanted to win. It was just so annoying, and I hated it so much. Like I said earlier in the video, they didn't even nerf a single thing about the shotgun the first season. It was insane. They just didn't nerf it at all. Not to mention the fact that this season was really long, and that long of a season with that broken of a shotgun is just insane. I waited and waited for Season 2, hoping that they would remove the Frenzy Auto, and so Update Day happened. I looked at the list of the items that would stay during the season. Okay, Reaper Sniper Rifle, that's a W. Nemesis AR, wait. No. Why is this shotgun still in the game? Even in Season 2, there's no reason it should stay in the game this long. You know what? Maybe it could stay in the game this long if you actually decided to nerf it! Okay, quick little, update. When I was making this video, this Frenzy Auto actually got nerfed. It wasn't a big nerf, but it was at least a nerf. Now Epic remove it in the next update. If the Frenzy Auto stays in the game at Season 3, I honestly am convinced that Epic Games is run by a bunch of 5-year-olds. Because there's no way that they could think that keeping this shotgun in the game without any substantial nerf was a good idea. I hate this shotgun so much. I hate it.
Number 1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down. 10 kills.
Please, man, I need this to go past 8 minutes. I need to feed my kids. I need to get all this money. Oh wait, it's past 8 minutes? Well, then screw y'all, I just wanted the money, yeah!